Hey there, everybody. It's me, good old Jones. Time for another Patreon Q&A for the month of July. We're getting all geared up here because tomorrow, starting August 1st, for some of you who may know, Abigail specifically, who introduced me to the concept, August 1st begins what is known as 31 Plays in 31 Days. If you go to 31plays31days.com and sign up to register, you can start this process where you, for every single day in the month of August, either assisted by a prompt or unaided by a prompt, can write 31 plays. As long or as short as you want to on a variety of subjects. It's taxing, it can be liberating, and I did it last year, and it was really fun. I gave myself the added bonus of writing only female characters, and it was very liberating. This year, due to some health stuff and due to a lot of stressors and planning a wedding, I am taking it to a little bit of a change. I'm going to write 31 pages of one specific play. And that play is one that I started last year with the 31 Plays, 31 Days. And that play is called Baby Cakes Got Raptured. And the first question asked in the Q&A from Patreon is, what's Baby Cakes Got Raptured going to be about? Well, let's refresh everybody on what actually happens in the first page. Lights come up on a smoky, flame-soaked city. There's a steady scream of people experiencing agony and torment. Myrtle, a doggedly enthusiastic middle-aged woman with a hummingbird heart, enters with a backpack. She's clutching a large, oversized leopard print dress. I guess my goal for Baby Cakes Got Raptured is to create, I think, the less misogynist version of Waiting for Godot, and also the most hopeful version of that. Beckett was a terrible misogynist. He outright refused, anytime he was alive, to have women play any of the characters in Waiting for Godot. And I want to use Baby Cakes Got Raptured as a way to, one, explore the actual rapture, and to see how people can cope with the worst possible situations, and with true honesty, with some deep warmth, and just their own obsession with small, beautiful details. Next question. What's a summer goal you'd like to complete? Well, there's one I've been just kind of sitting away on, and I'm going to do it, along with writing 31 pages, and it is this hombre. I want to read this book. It's called Carter Beats the Devil. I've heard great shit about this book, but I haven't read it. And I haven't read it because this motherfucker is 662 pages long. And it's paper. Paper. I read on this these days. Paper. But yes. So my goal is to read this by the end of August as well. I've heard it's a wonderful exploration of a real-life magician who was kind of in Henry Houdini's shadow, who disappeared. And it's a treatise on artists dealing with mental illness and depression as well. And I've just heard nothing but just praise and overflowing enthusiasm for the book. And it's Carter Beats the Devil by Glenn David Gold. What do you want for your birthday? My birthday comes up in the end of August. I'd like an acting job. No, I'd like to have the wedding planned out to a point where I felt more comfortable. I'd like a lovely experience with friends, with Stacy, with just a nice night. I'd like just to be in a wonderful part of this beautiful city and see a new restaurant, have a new dessert. I find as I get older, my needs get so much simpler. There are very few things I really, really need these days. And now, my questions for you, and I'll answer them as well. Write them in the comments on Patreon or here as well. What's one little signal out there in the world which gives you hope? For me, when I'm on the subway, occasionally, usually the A line, and I'll hear this low monotone voice, like a low guttural voice, and I'll see this long, lanky figure walking down, mumbling for change, and I know it's the same guy. And I'll see his feet shuffle, and I always hope that because he's missing a toe on his left foot, I'm always hoping that someone's managed to help him and give him shoes. And sometimes when I see him, they do. And sometimes when I see him, they don't. But life feels better on those days when fortune has given him shoes. And I think to myself, that's just one bit of mercy. What's your favorite sentimental summer song? Mine came out in the summer of 2000. It was sort of a thrilling part of my life. I moved back to South Central Los Angeles. I was starting adulthood after college and young love, I suppose, and I heard this song. And goofy as it is now, it stuck to me. It reminds me now of a much simpler time before September of 2001 came around. And a whole world changed. Alright guys, I love you, and I'll talk to you next month.